Very good. Mr. Trammell, this one is for you. What is the greatest risk in to our safety? Greatest risk to our safety?
The greatest risk to our safety, you can, to our community, to the safety of our community. I don't know where you're running it out or what your personal safety is, but the safety of our community, I would have to say it's our opioid epidemic. It's the drug epidemic that we're seeing. That is driving our crime. It's driving our crime rates. It's destroying families all across our county. We're losing more people in this community at a larger rate than we ever had before on this. We lost 294 last year. We're on track to lose about 365 this year. We're losing one a day. That is the greatest risk to our community. If we do not do something, if we do not have the courage to step up and face this and do what we have to do to eliminate this scourge, we're going to drown in it. I think we're 10 years away from getting a real grip on what we need to accomplish. I think we have to reach down to 4th and 5th graders right now that are 9, 10 years old, and in 10 years when they're 19, 20 years old, if we can educate them, we're going to have to take an all-hands-on-deck approach and really change the way that we educate our children about the ills of drugs in our community.
For me, I think our greatest risk to our safety is, one, is to do nothing. And number two is the safety of each and every one of you. Every one of you have a different idea of what your risk is to your safety. The opioid epidemic is a part of what we have to deal with. I've mentioned it several times. It's not my priority, but it is very important to what we have to deal with, and we will deal with it. But my priority is your safety. That's what, as law enforcement, that's what we do. And law enforcement has been spread out to do other things, if you will. And when I say that my priority is not with the opioid epidemic, is not to say that we're not dealing with it. The part that we are going to deal with will be just like with everybody else. We're going to do the forensic side of it. We're going to get out here and fight the people that we need to fight with that opioid epidemic. Get our people doing what they need to do on the law enforcement side. When the people that come into the correctional facility that have either committed a crime and or whatever they may have done and been brought into that facility, then it is our job. It's our job to make sure that we get them the direction and the help that they need and where it needs to go. Some of these people that are in the jail not only are on some opioid or some drug or mentals or anything like that. Those people that have been brought in there for some reason have been brought in there, they've committed a crime. So what are you going to do with them? Are we going to let them go, or are we going to go through the court system? That's what you have to start looking at as the sheriff of Knox County. Go and look at your statute and see what we're about. But you also have to add other things that involve our community, and that is a part of it. But I just don't want to forget about the victims of the people who commit these crimes. We seem for so long that we forget the victims. And I know that got away from it just a little bit, but you've got to concentrate on everything, not just one thing.